All right, folks, listen. This is a live stream, and I will be interacting with the viewers in this video, but I want to talk about something that could be a big confirmation here. All right, and especially when you listen when you read the wording of this headline, it's incredible. Um, but before I show you this, let me just tell you for the new people in the chat. Um, I have two predictions that on June 11th, there's going to be a spectacular event in the state of Washington. Of course, obviously, next year. I've been making these same predictions, same dates, same places, same people involved. Uh, that on June 11th, there's going to be a spectacular event in Washington State. You got to get out of Washington State before June 11th. Now, my other prediction is that on August 4th, Trump gets his head wound. I've been making this prediction every year since Trump got in office. But listen, every year there's been confirmation on the dates that I'm telling you that he's going to get his head wound. August 4th, every year something connecting to Trump it happens, okay? But here's the thing. Understand the difference between me and anybody else who makes predictions. Everybody else who makes predictions, they when their predictions don't happen, they change their predictions. They change the people, the place, the date, they change everything. But I never did that because I know that my information and my predictions are from the Holy Spirit and it will come to fruition, okay? And so this August 4th head wound that Trump's going to get, like I said, I believe that it's going to happen this year. But if it doesn't, next year will be the last year that I'm talking about this. And for the people, and if you're saying, well, why next year will be the last year? Because it all has to do with the reset. Because 2024 and 2025 has to do with the reset. If it doesn't happen during the reset time period, then I don't know what this is about. Basically, that's why I know that it has to happen within this time period. Okay, so next year will be the last time you ever hear me talk about these predictions. But I still believe that the Trump head wound is going to happen on August 4th. And in my last video, I said, because I've been talking about this for years, and I had said some of the scenarios could be that they use a drone, you know, and I'll explain to you why I said that because the very first time that my predictions came around, okay, because I started talking about it in late 2017 and early 2018. The first time my predictions came around on August 4th, uh, there was an incident that had to do with a president. Okay, and you'll see what in a moment. But before I uh, talk about that, let me just tell you what's going on here. Okay, why? What's this? What's this that I'm talking about with Elvis being the Antichrist and Trump being the Antichrist in the flesh? How can there be two Antichrists? Because they're mocking God. Okay, because Jesus, who came in the flesh, okay, Jesus is God in the flesh. He was God in the flesh, okay? And when he's God in the flesh, Jesus, God was still in heaven because God is omnipresent, okay? And if God wants to be in 1,000 different places, he can be 1,000 different places and still be one God. Do you understand? So the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, these three are one. They're one God. They work in tandem, all right? And when Jesus is in the flesh, he was still God. And you have God in heaven. That's what they're doing. Elvis is the unseen Antichrist, the real one. Okay? And Trump is the Antichrist in the flesh. Okay? And it's all about like the Janus God, you know, the two-faced God, Janus, the past, the present, the past, the present, and and Elvis had an identical twin that died at birth or was sacrificed. Okay, and that's why the twin towers had to come down, and only can be one they erected because Elvis is the one. He is the phoenix rising from the ashes. He is the beast out of the sea. The beast out of the sea revelation is this June 11th event. Okay? What John saw in the book of Revelation is the beast out of the sea event on June 11th in Washington State. And somehow it will connect to Elvis, and I'll explain to you in a moment. But, and like I said, Trump is the Antichrist in the flesh. Now, I was saying that Elvis is the beast out of the sea. He's the phoenix rising. He's the Kraken. And I was telling everyone he was the Kraken before the hockey team named their team the Seattle Kraken. I mean, can you believe that? I mean, it's just beyond ridiculous, you know. Elvis is the camel that shoots through the eye of the needle, the space needle. He's the sea goat. He's the goat from the sea. That's why he was born in January. The sea goat symbol is for January, the Capricorn. Okay? Anyway, so just to let you know how important Seattle is, because I was telling everybody that Lucifer, who became Satan, lost his 19 crown. This is before the 19 sickness came out. I was telling everyone that Lucifer lost his 19 crown and became Satan. I'm not going to explain what I meant, but everyone on my channel knows that. So the 19 crown, the 19 sickness, I didn't know that corona meant crown until someone mentioned, because I don't really know Spanish. So, but it makes sense because coronation, get it? Corona. But so the 19 crown, and I was telling everyone that that Lucifer, who became Satan, lost his 19 crown. And this is before the 19 crown happened. Nobody knew anything about it. And I was telling everyone that Elvis represents Lucifer. Okay? And I told you everything to do with Elvis has to do with Seattle. And the Space Needle. Everything has to do with needles and the Space Needle and Seattle with Elvis. Because Elvis was the first famous person to take an injection on live television. He did it on October 28, 1956, on Bill Gates' first birthday. And Bill Gates lives in Seattle next to the Space Needle. And Elvis took the needle. He took the polio injection on live television, the first famous person to do something like that. And that same year in horse racing, a horse won 2 out of the 3 races of the Triple Crown. And 2/3 is 66.6667 or whatever the hell, you know. It's all sixes. But the point is, the horse, who was the horse that won 2 out of the 3 races that year in the Triple Crown? It was a horse called Needles. A horse called Needles almost won the Triple Crown the year Elvis took the needle on live television. And then Elvis was the first famous person to have anything to do with the Seattle Space Needle. When he made a movie, it happened at the World's Fair. As soon as that Space Needle opened in Seattle, Elvis was there. In it. The whole movie was surrounded around that stupid Space Needle. Okay? And then who's the father of the injection? Trump. Right? And he brought out the injection. And where was the first case in America? As soon as it happened that day, I was on it. Okay? I was the first one to show everybody. As soon as it was breaking news, I saw it. First case in America was in Seattle. All right? First case in America of the 19 crown sickness was in Seattle. The first death, I'm trying to catch up to the chat here, hold on. The first death was in, because Seattle's in King County, and Elvis is known as the king, okay? And the first death was in King County, but the first case was in Seattle. First case was in King County, Washington. First outbreak was in King County, Washington. All right? And who was the first famous, and the first person to get the clinical trials for the injection was from Seattle, a person named Jennifer Haller. She was the first one to get the trials from Seattle. And then who was the first famous person to get, who was the first famous one to get the 19 crown sickness? Tom Hanks. And what was Tom Hanks doing? filming the Elvis movie. Do you see how it all connects? So it's Elvis and Seattle. And remember, I was talking about the 19, that Lucifer lost his 19 crown before the 19 crown sickness came out. Okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you, all these confirmations. And the year Elvis died, remember I was talking about horse racing when he took the needle? The year he took the needle, the horse needles almost won the Triple Crown. The year Elvis died on August 16, 1977. That year in horse racing, there was a Triple Crown winner, the most prestigious thing a horse can do. And the horse won the Triple Crown on June 11th, the day I'm telling you that Washington State is going to get struck, which is Seattle is going to be ground zero, but it's going to affect that whole area of Washington, the west side. Get out of all of Washington. And on June 11th, the horse won the Triple Crown. What was the name of the horse? Seattle Slew. Do you not see what's coming? Slew means to slay. It's the past tense. It's to violently kill. They're going to destroy Washington. Okay, but mainly the target is Seattle, but it's going to have affect that whole west side. They're going to crack it. Okay, they're going to chop it. And what were they calling? And what were they calling that place? Let me show you. What were they calling that place in Seattle? They were calling it the chop zone during the pandemic. When they were having all those riots and stuff, they were calling it the chop zone. And guess what day Trump threatened Seattle? That was the headline. Trump threatened Seattle. Guess what day it was when they did that headline? June 11th. Trump threatens Seattle. And they were calling it the chop zone. And you know, Washington, he chopped down a cherry tree, supposedly. You know, some nonsense, you know. Hold on. No, it was in Seattle, the first case. I don't know where you get I don't know where you're getting that from. It was in Seattle, the first case. I don't care about the county. I'm talking about Seattle. Seattle's in King County. So if it's in Seattle, the first case, it would have to be in King County. So I'm not sure where you're getting that information. I mean, I did many videos on it and it all said Seattle. All right. So I don't know where you're getting your info. But anyway, I know it was Seattle. But anyway, let me move on from that. But here's the connection to Elvis with Washington State, besides everything else I'm saying. Check this out. So this is Elvis's, hold on. This is Elvis's side profile, you see? You see Elvis's hair, how high it is right here? All that up there. Look at his side profile. Look, it looks just like Washington, the end part of Washington. This is the furthest west of Washington. This is where Seattle is. This is where the chop zone is. Chop. And this is Elvis's head. You see? There's his hair. This is his front of his face. This is his chin, his neck, the back of his head. You see? And they were calling it the chop zone. See his hair? See what I mean? Okay? And just like Trump, see Trump, he lives in Florida. He's going to get his head one in Ohio on August 4th. But look, Florida looks like Trump's head. If you put this, it would look like Trump's hair. And it looks like a pistol. See? But this is Florida. And he lives in Florida. But I believe he's going to get his head one in Ohio. But for sure, it has to be on August 4th. But I'm 99% sure it's going to be Ohio. Okay? Now, now that I put that out there, just to get you guys, that's just 1/1000th of all the information I have, folks. This is like, I can't go through every connection. You know what I mean? It's overwhelming, the evidence, overwhelming. Okay. I'll give you another example. Because you remember, Seattle's in King County. Elvis was known as the King. Martin Luther King was killed in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis the King lived and died. Martin Luther King. And why am I bringing that up? Besides the King connection and him dying where Elvis lived and died, being killed. Because Martin Luther King is now named after Seattle's King County. It wasn't originally named for him. It got changed after his death. It was named after a different king. And then now it's named after Martin Luther King. So what do you think they're going to do to it? Do you not see what's coming? You know, they named that one after Martin Luther King. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just show this real quick. No, see, look, the patient was from Seattle. He went to Seattle. Do you not understand that? He arrived in Seattle, and then he went to a hospital in Sonoma County. Do you understand now? He was a Seattle person, and he was in Seattle. Then he went to the hospital in Sonoma. Okay, are we clear with that now? Well, hold on. Are we clear with this? Are we done with this? That way we can move on. Did you get that? What I'm talking about? He arrived in Seattle. Okay, he had to come to Seattle, right? Man, this is unbelievable. See, now that's funny you're saying this because there's a lot of things with the Sonoma County. Now they're saying he's a Sonoma County resident. You know, this is unbelievable. I I'm telling you, every single one was Seattle. Now they're changing it to the. I've been doing this for years and showing you every article. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He arrived in Seattle. That's the whole point. They were saying Seattle. That's all I'm saying. I don't care where he lives or where he went. All I know is he was the first case went to Seattle. That was the point. But I appreciate your comment because it's actually correct. They now they're saying he's a Sonoma County resident or whatever. But originally it was all Seattle. They never mentioned no Sonoma County. All right. But it's still he went to Seattle. That's the whole point. But anyway, I appreciate that. But it's still anyway. So where was I, folks? What was I going to go to next? But anyway, so this shooting, because remember, I was telling you guys that everything's about my two predictions, which is June 11th, the Washington State event, and August 4th, the Trump head one in Ohio, right? Check out the date. Yeah, every news story said Seattle. If you start talking about it, listen, if you're going to argue with me, I'm going to ban you from the channel. I just told you every single news station was saying Seattle. Okay? What do you want me to do if they changed it later? They said Seattle. I have the news reports. let me see if I get the ABC. You know what am I doing wasting my time with this, man? I played it 1,000 times on my channel over the years. And when I have it here too on my in pictures, but I have to find it. Anyway, so this shooting that just happened, you know, this this shooting that just happened. Look at the time of the shooting, folks. Look at the time. Look at that. This is the exact moment when it happened. See that? Of the Donald Trump thing, see? 6/11. You think that's a coincidence? I mean, do you think that's a coincidence, man? Anyway, so where am I here? Okay, so I got to, like I said, there's I put up a video. Oh, like I said, years ago when I first was talking about this, like I said, I've never changed the dates, okay, or the predictions. Uh, the first time that I was telling everyone that Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th, that year, there was this that happened. The very first time that August 4th came around. What happened to President Maduro on August 4th, 2018? Was there a drone attack on the president of Venezuela?
According to Wikipedia, incident. 2 small drones carrying explosives were detonated while President Maduro delivered an outdoor speech, possibly an attempt to attack the president and other government officials.
You see, it says
the incident occurred in the middle of a speech he was giving commemorating the Bolivarian National Guard's 81st anniversary.
81st. That's another interesting number. But look, it was drones. Drones. You see? Drones. What day was the attempted assassination of President Maduro?
Here is information from Wikipedia.
Here, I'll just make it bigger. I'm not going to ask them again. They're just going to give me the runaround. Look, August 4th. You see? August 4th. So there was an attempted assassination the very first time that I was talking about it, and it was a drone attack. Okay? Nothing happened to him. But the point I'm trying to make is that it was predictive programming. And then I was talking about, there was some other shows that were showing drones all the time. I was like, hey, you know what? It could be a drone attack. But all I know is that it's going to be a head wound. I don't understand how he's going to get it. I just know it's August 4th, you know, and most likely in Ohio. And so I just posted a video talking about the drone, and guess what they just came out with? I mean, this just broke. Hold on, this just broke, folks. Look at this, and look at the headline. See this? See, you have to read between the lines. Look at the headline here. Look at this. So this is TMZ that just broke after I did that video, like hours later. Look at this headline. This dude, the supposed shooter, he was flying drones over the Trump rally. And look what it says right here. Pre-assassination. Get it? Pre. Even though they're saying attempt, but they're using the pre-assassination because they're telling you that it's, this was the pre-assassination. Do you get it? And it was a drone. They just put this out after I did that video, like 5 hours later. So I don't, I haven't even heard it on the news yet. So if you guys heard it on the news, it probably just broke. So I don't know. But again, it was. But you remember, I was even talking about it. Do you remember when it first happened? I was like, "Are you telling me that?" Because how many times did I mention it? Maybe 10 times in the. I said, "Are you telling me that the Secret Service or any of the police didn't have drones?" It's like a $200 item, and you're telling me they don't have drones to see if anyone's on the roof or near the building. I was saying that through the whole video when I was doing it live when it first happened. I was like, this is total nonsense. A $200 item, you're telling me they're not going to have it? Or you're saying that it's not a real story? Was the shooter flying a drone before the shooting? Yeah, here, you want NBC News? Here you go. You think, I don't know what you're laughing about, man. And nothing about what I'm saying is funny. Trump shooter flew drone over venue hours before attempted whatever. Look, just 4 hours ago. See, I did that video 8 hours ago. Look at this. All of them are 20 minutes ago, 2 hours. Oh, here's one that's 6 hours. The Wall Street Journal. But like I said, I did that video 8 hours ago. Anyway, no one knew about this. I didn't know about it. Nobody knew about it. Because everyone would have told me on the channel. Nobody knew. This is breaking news. So what do you think? I'm asking you guys, what do you think? Is that crazy or what? That they're putting into your mind a drone. They're implanting that in your head. You know? And by the way, for the people who didn't see, what was the very video that I put up right before Trump was, because Trump got his thing that happened to him was on a Saturday. And you know that August 4th is on a Sunday. And I'm saying he's going to get his head wound on August 4th. And look at the video I did. Look at the video right before it happened. This is the video, but let me hold on. That the weekend had. Hold on, let's see what I say. And it might not be that fluid, but I'm going to show you something that I showed years ago when this clown named The Weeknd. See? When he was going so I was talking about The Weeknd, and I'll show you in a moment the date. But look at the headline. I mean, look at this is the video. So it has him on with bandages, with Trump bandages, and it's called. Why can't I see it better? Hold on. Let me turn it around. Look, it says Trump 8 forehead wound on the weekend, and it happened on Saturday the next day. You see? So look, here's the title of it, and look. See, it was July 12th, and it happened on July 13th, the next day, you see? And I was talking about the weekend, and that was the image of the video. And look, it's 22 minutes. It's 22 days till August 4th. It's 22 or 23 days if you add the day from that day it happened. Hold on. Yeah, but anyway, and was he using a 22? Was he using a 22 in that? I'm not sure, you know. Oh, that's a good one, Tad. Yeah, I was just talking about Elvis taking it on Bill Gates' first birthday. Yeah, so yeah, the Microsoft thing happened today, right? And you know why today is important? Because today is Donald Trump's reverse birthday. June 14th, its backwards date is July 19th, which I've talked about many times over the years. Uh, and JFK's birthday is 5/29, and his reverse birthday is August 4th. The day I'm telling you Trump's gonna get his head wound. So the guy who got his head wound, his birthday is 5/29, and August 4th is his reverse birthday. And that's the day I'm saying that Trump's gonna get his head wound. You see how it's all supernatural? Do you not understand that? And for the people who've never seen my videos, like I said, you have to watch all the live streams. Just work your way back, and just remember that I've been. So if you see me talking about June 11th, that's already passed, it's because I'm trying to show you that every year it's perfect, and it's coming to its capstone. It's coming to its apex. All right, it's about to all come together. They were waiting for the reset, and I didn't know that. I just knew that the dates and the places and the people involved. I didn't know what they were waiting for exactly. I just knew what was going to happen, and um, because they're waiting for the reset period. 2024 and 2025 is the reset. And Elvis, his name, Elvis equals exactly the word reset in Gematria, and reset equals water. And how did God reset the earth? With a flood, with water. It's all a mockery of God, okay? And Elvis equals reset, Elvis equals water, because reset equals water, and reset equals Elvis. Exact same numbers. Yeah, look at this. Someone's saying they posted it on Daily Beast 2 days ago. How come it's breaking news right now? I don't understand this. If they posted it 2 days ago, why does nobody know about it? Not one of my viewers knew about it. Nobody. I sure didn't know about it because I don't even know how to get the Daily Beast crap. How do you even get on that website? But anyway, to make a long story short, nobody knew about it. I just did that drone video. Not a single person knew about it, and I didn't know about it because if I did, I would have showed it. It's unbelievable. Anyway, by the way, there. Let me tell you something, folks. There in my chat, there's a bunch of trolls all the time. There's at least 4 or 5 trolls, and they pretend to be regular people, and they just do it to antagonize me. I don't even believe what he's saying. So, by the way, don't take anything that these people say, as truth. One or once in a while they're telling the truth, but I don't believe who this person is. I know he's a troll by the way he was talking to me earlier. Yeah. Someone's asking me, do I think that Elvis resurrection is symbolic? Yeah, because see, that's what Trump is here for. Trump is here to make sure that the image of Elvis is worshipped. Because every worship that goes to Elvis, I mean, to Trump goes to Elvis. Every worship that goes to Elvis goes to Trump because their silhouette looks alike, you know? Do you get what I'm saying? Just like at the, when Trump was doing the, let me see if I have that video here. I doubt it. But anyway, you remember the Man, I don't want to get into the whole, it's going to be such a long story to talk about all the Elvis connections. But look, so what's going to happen is somehow Elvis, either his name or the number of his name or his image becomes the mark of the beast. Somehow his name or the number of his name or his image becomes the mark of the beast. And like I said, any worship of Elvis is a worship of Trump. Any worship of Trump is a worship of Elvis. It's the same. Yeah, Teresa, that's interesting. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't where Seattle is. Yeah. But that would be interesting if that was the case. Yeah, David, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I showed that, Brody, how it looked like exactly Elvis. As soon as I saw it, I did the video about it. He comes out exactly like Elvis came out during that uh, the convention. Someone's saying pre means no. How does pre mean no? I don't even understand that. What? How does P-R-E, mean no? I have no idea. Anyway, folks, you got to watch my videos. That's in order to understand. You got to watch all my live streams. Okay, just work your way back and watch it. And if you don't believe that Elvis's name is something super important, I'm not going to show it here. I'm just going to show you the name thing. Look, Elvis. His name El means God in Hebrew. VI in Roman numerals is 6. And S means more than one. So he's the god of sixes. So it could be 66 or 666 or unlimited sixes. But EL means God in Hebrew. VI is 6 in Roman numerals because V is 5, I is 1. So it's in Roman numerals, not gematria. It's L, God of sixes. So Elvis is the god of sixes. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's in his name, okay? And I just showed you the Washington, in Washington, that place where it looks like Elvis's head. That's another head wound connection, because Trump's going to get the head wound in the flesh, and then you have the symbolic head wound of what happens to Washington, which is also real. But I'm saying that's another version of Elvis having a head wound. And that's why I told you it's the beast out of the sea event, because when the when that event happens, when John saw it, John saw the beast rising. He saw that the beast had a head wound that healed, and the world wondered over the beast. See, I always thought that it was going to happen first, the June 11th event, then the head wound. But it seems that it could be the opposite. So, because it's saying that he's already seeing that it had a head wound and that it healed, and the world wondered over the beast. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Because one of his heads was as if it were wounded to death, and it was healed, and the world wondered over the beast. So that's what I'm saying. That is. So it could be before or it could be after. So that's what I'm saying. I wasn't sure. I always thought it was going to be the June 11th event first, then August 4th. But if August 4th happens this year, then June 11th is the next one. Anyway. All right, folks. Any last words? Any last questions? Because I'm going to delete. I'm going to leave this video up till tomorrow. But look, does anyone not agree that this was a kind of a confirmation? Because nobody knew that this dude was flying drones. Not a single person. I didn't hear one newscast. Didn't hear nothing. Did anybody hear? Did anyone hear that he was flying a drone? Anyone in the chat? I didn't know it. Not a single person talked about it when I was talking about drones in the video. No one said it. Even in the comment section, nobody said it. Not a single person, because nobody knew about it. All right? So don't tell me that it was in some Daily Beast 2 days ago. I'm not buying it. All right? What? When did he say it? Tell me when he said it. Tell me when he said it. When did he say it? I'm asking you. How come you didn't put it in the comments? Oh, earlier today. Get out of here. I'm talking about before I did the video. I'm asking you a question. How come you didn't put it in the chat? If you knew about that, how come you didn't put it in the chat? And someone's saying that he did not say that. You see how many trolls I have? It's unbelievable. I'm asking you a question. Why didn't you put it in the chat if you knew that? You, man, these people. You know what? I'm going to ban you. You know? You didn't hear? What do you mean you didn't hear me? The video. The video is up from 10 hours ago. What is wrong with you? Yeah, I know he's BSing. They're just trying to get on my nerves, folks. This is what these trolls do. You know? Let me see when I loaded this video. Hold on. It says 9 hours ago, the video. The one that I did with talking about Trump possibly being with a drone attack on August 4th. Uh, it doesn't matter whether he said it. I don't know and I don't care. All I'm saying is no one on the news said it. Nobody in the chat said it. I didn't know about it. None of the people on my live stream didn't know about it. So who the hell know? How come nobody knew about it? You know? It wasn't until after I did that video. Then he must have found out. You know? Yeah, the news will say it. I guarantee they'll say it. They just haven't said it yet, but they're going to say it right now. You probably go and watch it. They'll say it. Anyway. Anyway, folks. Any last words? Like I said, I'll leave this video up. And like I said, I could go through 1,000 more connections with Elvis and Trump. I can't. It has to end. You don't understand. I've had over 4,000 videos. If you count all the videos that I deleted and that I and that my channels that were terminated, you know, the one channel that had all the Elvis, Trump, Obama videos was like 2,000 videos, and that was the ones that I left up. I'm talking about the ones I deleted. Who knows, you know? Anyway, I forgot what I was saying now. Like I said, I've been predicting this for 7 years. Actually, my videos. Some people loaded it on some other platform. You could probably find it on some other platforms, you know, from the years ago. But I don't have them saved because I had 41 channels. 41 channels terminated by YouTube. This is my 42nd channel, and I started a 43rd and a 44th. But I haven't been loading up there for years. What do you mean when you say in the flash? What does it mean, by the way? What do you mean? What do you mean when I say in the flash? I'm not sure what you're saying. In the flash. I don't know what that means. Are you talking about a lightning? I've never used that saying. I'm not sure what you're asking. Oh, you uploaded some of my videos on Telegram? Really? But are you talking about the old ones with the news, the fake news ones that I used to do? I'm talking about those videos. Like people don't have it. Because I've been doing fake news videos since 2014. You know, but I just started talking about the Trump stuff as soon as right before Trump was elected. You know. Come on, folks, and get to the point because I got to end the chat. So I asked you something. You were asking me about the flash. Hurry up and figure out what you're saying because I need to end the chat. Yeah, just you watch the video. I'm not gonna go into it. You came in 45 minutes late. Watch it from the beginning. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing again. Oh, you were saying in the flesh. Is that what you were saying? Is that what you meant? Oh, in the flesh. I get it. No, in the flesh. Yeah, thanks, Jane. I appreciate you correcting that. I didn't even come into my head. No, the in the flesh. I've already explained that. Jesus, Jesus was God in the flesh. The Word was made flesh. The Word was made flesh and dwelt among us. Jesus was God in the flesh. That's why Trump is playing God in the flesh, and Elvis is the God in heaven. That's what they're implying. God, he's the unseen God in heaven. You know, that's exactly what they're doing. I've explained that. They're mocking God. Okay? And I told you there's a third wheel to this charade. And that third wheel is the one who makes people worship, you know, this Trump or whatever this thing is going to be. This third wheel, and like I said, could it be Obama? Absolutely. Could it be somebody else? Absolutely. We'll see what happens. Well, someone's saying something about Elvis's religion. Elvis was half on his mother's side. I mean, part JEW on his mother's side. His mama, his mama was a, his mama was a mother. His mother was a mother. Anyway, um, David, why are you putting 84? Why are you putting the 84? Why are you writing that? Come on, folks, you guys are driving me nuts. Can you like answer the questions quicker and not just put one little thing and not no one's gonna understand your references. No, I'm gonna leave the video up. You don't have to go quick. I'm ending the video right now. All right. Oh, they're deleting your comments. Sorry to hear that, David. Yeah, Ruben, that's funny. Yeah, we're in. Yeah, you can watch it from the beginning. Anyway, all right, folks. God bless all of you. Jesus is God, and I'm counting down right now. So whatever you guys want to talk about in the next minute, and well, actually 1 minute, I'm counting down right now. I gotta end the video because my throat is hurting. I've done 5 hours of live streams today. All right, and I'm gonna end up paying for it with not being able to sleep because my throat is so inflamed. Um, all right, folks. End of video. Jesus is God.